In this video, you'll be learning the steps for problem solving. So this is just a general guideline to how you should solve word problems in my class. The first step is to visualize the problem, draw it out and label. The second step is to check to see if you need to convert anything, then perform conversions. The third step is to write down your knowns and unknowns. The fourth step is to figure out which formula or formulas you need to use. And then the fifth step is to plug in the variables and chug through the algebra. So pause the video here if you need to. We are going to do a sample problem. So this is from the AP Physics textbook, Chapter 2, Number 11, page 50. A 50-gram superball traveling at 25 meters per second bounces off a brick wall and rebounds at 22 meters per second. A high-speed camera records this event. If the ball is in contact with the wall for 3.5 milliseconds, what is the magnitude of the average acceleration of the ball during this time interval? So first, let's draw what's happening. Here's our superball. It's traveling. It's going this way towards a wall. Here's our wall. So when it's traveling towards the wall, it goes at 25 meters per second. And then when it bounces back from the wall, we have to be careful here. It's going to be going at negative 22 meters per second. And the reason it's negative is because it has changed directions. And then it hit the ball the ball hit the wall for 3.5 milliseconds. So, that was step 1, visualizing the problem. Next, we need to check to see if we need to convert anything and then perform conversions. And it looks like we need to convert this 3.5 milliseconds. So we just want to convert that into regular seconds. And then, so 3.5 milliseconds is just going to be times 10 to the negative third. And I prefer to put it in decimal format. So I'm going to write it out like that. So it's 0.0035 seconds. The next step is to write down your knowns and unknowns. So in this case, we have VI, which is 25. And I'm just going to drop the units here because at this point everything is in correct units. VF is negative 22. And time is 0.0035. And I'm asked to find average acceleration. Remember, to write average, you can just put a bar over the top. So I write A with a bar over the top, question mark. That's my unknown. The next step is I want to figure out which formula or formulas to use. And it looks like here I can just use the formula for average acceleration, where average acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. The last step is to plug in the variables and chug through the algebra. So for VF, I'm going to plug in negative 22. For VI, I'm going to plug in 25. And for T, I'm going to plug in 0.0035. And then if you plug everything into your calculator correctly, which I'm sure you can do, you should get this number. 13,429 negative, and the units are meters per second squared. I just like to point out that the negative for the acceleration makes sense because at first the ball is going this direction, the acceleration was acting the opposite way and caused the ball to go in that direction. I hope you know a little bit more about solving problems now.